Hey everyone, we're sitting here at 750 feet, and I might just have time for one floor. Let's see how things go. But basically our goal right now is to tentatively build up enough song to take a whole bunch of stuff. So we want probably Song of Slaying and Song of Sharpness for sure, but depending on what we run into first, that could change because sometimes Guathriko, which are the darkness causing demons, show up sort of early and ruin your day. So okay. Oh, I didn't even see him. So I don't remember exactly how much experience I need to pull for a reasonable amount of song, but it's probably not much more than this. Right now I'm probably going to go for Song of Slaying and Sharpness first, and then get trees at the very end, because the Guathriko, if you meet one on its own, it's bad, but it's not horrible. It's when two or more show up, because you're guaranteed to not see them at that point. Their darkness is cumulative. That's the part that's really hard to deal with. So I don't really like going after these serpents in the dark at this depth, because I can't really tell if they're the little ones or the big ones. The ancient green serpents aren't supposed to show up to 1,000 feet, so probably not a big one, but. And I didn't find a treasure staff yet. Oh, I did. We might even just want to dive to 900 or something and use treasures to sort of look for stuff. We found revelations too. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. More of these arrows. I gotta start shooting things. Oh, I got shafted. That's awful. Okay, so this is actually really awful for a character like this, because the problem is that right now where I'm standing, I have no idea what the geometry of the room is. I guess I could use revelations if I was really desperate. If, for example, I was to move a few steps and just get utterly swarmed with things that I don't think I can deal with yet, I probably would at this point burn a charge of revelations just to see where the stairs are, because that's the hard part. We have no escape. I might use, oh, I dropped my light staff. So I'm just gonna, this is a big room, it's advantageous for us. I'm gonna see if I can wake anything up. But so far so good. This is why I don't like to use treasure staves anywhere except 950 feet. Because let's say on that floor we'd used one and found a bunch of stuff that we wanted to get, and then got shafted down. It's sort of not worth it. These adamant ones I think can do everything. Yeah, they can breathe fire, frost, poison, or darkness. They cannot exude darkness, which is probably the worst part, so this isn't such a big deal. Those ones are actually my favorite ones. Not because they're easier to kill or anything, I don't know, I think they're kind of cool. I don't think it's cool when they run like this, though. Is he up there? What's he doing? There we go. Did I only lose that? Yeah, okay. That could have been a lot worse. Although I think he must have torched my axes, maybe not. Okay. So something's coming now. Ugh. What? What? Okay, I'll take it. Those things are crit resistant. That was really lucky. I don't remember ever seeing this many oath wraiths before. Okay, I want to talk about this for a second, but So Uroko are really bad because they hit super hard, and we have no evasion. And they also, I think, have pretty good dodge. However, they have absolutely no HP, like, at all. So if you can get a clear shot at them... Oh, shoot. There we go. Those are, like... Oh, hi. That's one monster where you really just, for the whole game, it doesn't matter. With this build... you kind of want to make sure that you're always killing them from afar. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I should probably go somewhere where I can pick up some speed or something. Nice. And actually, at this stage, it might be good to... our evasion is like god-awful, so everything's going to hit us, and now we're meeting some monsters that can actually hit really hard. Pretty close to the point where we can take sharpness and slaying at the same time. I'm really just keeping this bulldog spear around for greater werewolves. We have 7 potions of healing. What I was thinking about doing is just always wearing protection rings. 9 to 26 is pretty turtly. Oh wow, okay, that's a lot of food. I'm gonna eat one of these. So I don't really like doing that too much because for all you know, you'll need to chug like 10 potions in a few minutes, and it's possible that I'll be gorged when that happens. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Let's take a minute. So, first, these things aren't that bad for this build. Our will is high enough that they're probably not going to drain us. Although they have 11 will. So they roll d10 against our 18 will plus d10. So it's still possible for them to get a chance at draining us, but I don't really know how that works. I actually don't know if I'm rolling their will against mine for stat drain, or if it's like some arbitrary number for stat drain. But this guy I'm not scared of. We might want to bump evasion a little bit because plus 8's a little ridiculous. But the last thing I was going to say is this here is generally, if you see a bunch of these demon dudes who are all very different depths hanging out together, this probably means that Turkano is around. He's a Balrog that brings buddies with him. And I'm pretty sure that I could take him right now, but I would probably want to burn more consumables, which I guess I kind of could. But I would definitely want Song of Sharpness, because he is really hard to hurt without that, and I don't think I'm quite there yet. Although, by the time I see him, like, in person, I might absorb enough experience to do it. Yeah, that is totally Turkana. There it is. Okay. So, and I think I probably got like a ton of experience for seeing him. He's from 900 feet, got through 60, so he may have just put me over the edge now. I hope I didn't do the math wrong here. Cool. So this is probably a horrible idea, but let's give it a shot. That really is quite a few of them. I think I can do this, I don't know. Their Uroko are probably the worst part. the critical part I forgot. What a doofus. He just killed everybody. I'm going to switch this lane for a second. Oh, he was stunned. That was pretty cool. How am I doing for voice? Pretty good. The reason why I didn't use Constitution there is because we have more healing potions than Constitution ones, and I'm pretty sure I can kill him without that. Oh, did he just die? Yeah, okay. So, I know it's kind of silly to, like, conserve these things. But Constitution potions in the late game especially are really hard to find. You're the worst. And so that was a really noisy fight, so now everybody's going to come and see what's going on. Okay, what's all this stuff? Earthquakes. Not bad. He just dropped a bunch of bows, which is kind of crummy. That is probably a cat assassin. Oh, I guess you can stop singing. Oh, that's probably why everybody came to find me. I was singing Sharpness. That's a really loud, kind of death metal-y song. Oh, cool. He dropped a better pair of greaves, too. We're totally going to go grab those. Wow, pretty good. Well, this is pretty awful. It's this cat assassin that has range of me that is the worst. I'm gonna see if I can get out of his face. And now I want to get to a place where I can play some Archer AI manipulation, but all these counter have really screwed up the ground. So let's go see. Okay, so from around here somewhere, I think I can probably trick him out. No, I guess not. I'm having a hard time seeing him, although I have true sight. Let's go here, this is probably the best bet. Oh, it's him! Wow, no wonder I was getting crushed. Okay, this guy's actually the worst. I thought it was a cat assassin. Okay. Well, now I don't feel so bad that I was getting owned. He's really bad in general. Okay, is this working? Yeah, okay. I might not need Bulldog anymore. I think I can handle those guys with my normal stuff. Let's go see what the end result of that calamity was. This one's lighter as well. Wow, what a mess. Well, if there's anything left on the level, I'm guessing it's found us at this point. That could have been handled a lot better. The healing is a bummer that we use it all, but I mean, you can't expect to get to 800 feet and not make a few dumb mistakes. Like this one. I'm just trying to figure out where else we want to put our stuff. Unwavering voice and woven themes are kind of what we are going to want for the throne room, but we don't need them yet. So I think at this point, buffing this is probably just the best bet. Some crappy boots. Oh yeah, I guess we do want Song of the Trees. I should probably buy that so that I don't forget. Ugh. Guess what I'm not fighting. So those things are territorial. They'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. It's freaking Uraroko. It's got a Great Oxidoriath, another male Corselet. Okay, that Roko sees us, so let's deal with him first. Probably be here in a few minutes. Do I really not have axes left? That's really bad. Okay, I guess all my terrain axes got torched or I left them somewhere. Are those them? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go get them. This is a waste of time, but I don't want to forget. In an ideal world, I would optimize for turns, but I have to optimize for my crappy memory. And I guess I really don't need to be killing this Drake, I just don't like leaving things behind that are alive. Where'd he go? This is a really awkward spot for him to be in, and he's not going to chase me out, I don't think. Why do you have to be such a jerk? Okay, this is such a waste of turns. I don't think this is happening. He won't... I'm trying to think of a way to make him come out. Oh, that's a way. There. Way better. These guys probably just came in off the stairs. I'm surprised I didn't get any of my stuff burnt. But I would really like to find at this point. What could this be? Oh no, that was a mistake. It's a Dark Serpent. Sweet. Might as well. So Song of the Trees is sort of a thing you want. It's like singing a flashlight. If you can... Ooh. Maybe. How much food do I have? That could be kind of handy. The other thing is regeneration in MPA Sil only causes hunger when you're hurt. It doesn't do it when you're just like walking around, to prevent the sort of thing you would naturally want to do, which is just keep it off when you're not hurt and then put it back on when you are, which is sort of really annoying. So maybe I'll keep it on. I don't know if the hunger rate is like bigger than it used to be when you are hurt. I don't really know how it works. But let's try it. And if we start chewing through food, we can always take it off. Nice bow. That's Scada, I think. With a cold drake. So what's in here? That's crappy. That is sort of good. I mean, it's not going to change our defense. It's going to hurt our offense. And we'll get more con. Except he's on it. I think Scada's fast too, right? No. I don't know. I do want that corslet. I just don't really feel confident about fighting 2 drakes at a time. Scada doesn't breathe fire, he's a cold drake. Maybe I can pull him up. Does he see me? Yeah, okay. Ooh, this is not a combination I want to do. But he's just like any other dragon, so if you get out of line of sight, he will leave you alone. Okay, let's see how Bulldog works for this. Yeah, okay, I don't really need it. I'm gonna drop this thing. It's cool and all, but okay, so this is the worst actually. I don't know. I'm actually very lucky he hasn't done that yet. So this high protection thing works great until you meet dudes who just hit really hard. So I've managed, actually here's the thing, I've managed to get him off his horde. I don't know if he's going to go back. That might be enough. I forget where I left him. Was it here? So he hasn't come back yet. Okay. And now we can take this. So this hubwork is like sort of a worst case scenario for what we wanted to find with this. I guess we could have found like a, what do you call? Ooh, that's pretty good too. We probably, like we could have found a leather armor resilience or something, which would just be out of the question. I might carry this around for a while. The other thing I might do is just bump our evasion a tad, because, or maybe not. Okay, now that we have this much con, good stuff. Okay. The extra con helped, I guess. Normally I wouldn't use this hoverwork if I wasn't for the fact that our attack is so high, like we're using a longsword. If we were using a different weapon that didn't hit so much, didn't have such a high melee bonus, I would be sort of against it. Okay, so far so good. This level is pretty enormous. I might actually have to call it here soon. I was just hoping to get another episode out. Cute little staircase arrangement here. Can we make it all the way to the left in time? I think probably. We did pretty well for uniques on this floor, actually. We killed Turkana, we killed Umuyan, we killed Skada, and we only really used consumables for... So because it's a will check, against those things, I actually will just walk into the traps at this point, instead of wasting time disarming them. With Song of Sharpness, these things are just a joke now. That's actually pretty good. Normally I only get +0 ones. I had terrible Bernoullian luck. Where'd he go? That is so obnoxious. I think those ones are slow though, so... Or, sorry, not fast. Sweet. I guess we could use more of that, but I don't really have any ring slots. I might give up 1 protection for it. Let's just carry it around. I don't want to commit to stuff like this yet. Good stuff. Okay, it's a thorough enough explanation for my tastes. Oh, wow. I kind of really want to wear this, but my light radius one is terrible. I don't think I need that battle axe anymore, because I can sing sharpness. So I'm going to take this and just carry it around. What's the nearest downstair? I think I can get to the Skada one. Let's go there. If I find, like, well, I better find a better light than what I have right now because it's terrible. But when I find one, let's say, I might consider wearing the Shadow Cloak then. Because with trees, I should be able to see most things. It's just you get into the stupid game of, okay, well I have to take off my cloak to see Guathricor or something. It's a little bit ridiculous. But that would be a good thing to boost our evasion a bit to a place where it's not like completely ridiculous. Yeah, okay, nothing I want. I just want to make sure. Alright, good stuff. A few close calls, but nothing we couldn't handle. Here at this depth, we've kind of got everything we need to survive, as long as we play our cards right. There aren't... All the other abilities that I would take in this game are for fun, basically. So, Unwavering Voice and Woven Themes are up there. More melee, maybe some evasion, or any evasion, because we're really bad. Maybe Strength. There's all kinds of places we could go, but this is like a core build. From here, Poison Resistance is another option. But we have pretty much everything we need to win, I think, at this point. Like, this guy could dive to the throne room, probably get a Sil and get out, I think. It'd be a little bit hairy, but the rest of this is kind of gravy, and or frustration. So this is where you kind of want to take the build at this point. We've sort of gone a meandering route, and you might find another route to get there, but this is sort of the backbone of this style of character. And I hope you find this build useful. So from here on in, like, if I die from now on, I don't feel bad anymore, guys. You've got the idea. Short of showing you like how the throne room works, but I mean, we've done a couple throne room videos, it doesn't change that much. So I hope this build helps you guys out. We'll continue to play it until we croak or win, but yeah, sort of mission accomplished, I guess. And I will see you next time.